Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome from IRC. And today we've got Tier 1 following yesterday's Tier 2 race. And I've got with me Alphabot and Electrip. Alphabot and Electrip, how are you guys doing?
I'm
Hi.
doing.
Oh,
You go ahead, Alpha.
yeah. I'm doing good, and we're in for a thriller today. Tier 1, it's a really top. The drivers are really good. There's good respectful racing, and we can expect a good battle. In the top for the points in the top 10.
Alright, without further ado, let's go over the track video. This is such an amazing track. It has some really long straights, and some two DRS zones to assist you with your overtaking as well. And turn 14 is one of the major overtaking hotspots. It's a hard braking zone that can provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. As we see some of the past highlights from the IRC events, we see Death Hunter trying to make a move on Avi along the inside of turn 1 and turn 2, which is a very tricky overtaking zone. But it can be made possible. You can do a lot of cutbacks there. It's another overtaking hotspot in this track. And we see RBFeralo fighting tooth and nail with Cryptid over there at the end of sector 1, which is another overtaking hotspot. RBFeralo going around the outside to get this move done. That was a brilliant move. And here we see Faizan going down the inside in the hairpin, getting desperate on the dive, but still making it stick. A bit sketchy, but still makes it stick. This is something that can happen quite a lot in this track. And let's have a look at the Hotlap video.
Shanghai International Circuit coming up to turn 1, a difficult corner to get right, decreasing radius, long right-hander, utilize engine braking more than the brakes to slow down the car through turn 2, second gear through turn 3, but important to short shift for turn 4 to avoid losing traction. Slight kink at turn 5 before slowing the car down for 6th. Down to first gear for extra rotation, but then quickly up through the gearbox as the track opens up for the high-speed run through turns 7 and 8, staying as far left as possible for turn 7, opening up turn 8, little dab on the brakes, and use the engine braking as we head down to the double left of 9 and 10. Important to stay within track limits as we power towards the heavy braking zone of turn 11, a potential overtaking opportunity, but also maybe wise to hold off as we near the back straight. Important to get a good exit out of 12 and 13 to shoot you down the massive back straight. DRS open, cars can catch up in the tow from quite far back. This is the main overtaking opportunity, one of the longest straights in F1. Important to retain your ERS for this back straight here. Coming down into turn 14, tight hairpin down to first gear, short shift up through the gearbox to avoid losing the rear as you have one corner left at turn 16. Crucial to carry as much speed as possible without invalidating a lap, and that is a lap of the Shanghai International Circuit.
That was a really good hot lap by our very own Oxygen, who is participating today in the Tier 1 race, who is one of the Red Bull drivers today. And well, last week he had quite a sketchy weekend, I would say, but this week I'm pretty sure he'll be waiting to get back at it. But I think the lobby is up, so we'll be soon entering our quali session. So Alphabot, any expectations for today?
Yeah, going it. I've seen over the last week, I've just been joining VC after VC to see and scout out who's doing what. I'd put my money honestly on Blacksheep and Oxygen for taking at least a podium. They've been going, and actually Eccentric making his return to F1. He's definitely strongest on pace in IRC around China. So those are my top 3 picks.
Okay, yeah, well, that's another point. Eccentric is back this week. He is a welcome addition to this grid. He can definitely spice up the competition up front. So Electrip and Alphabot, you guys raced yesterday in Tier 2 and you guys had your own moments, but what were your thoughts on this race? Like, how do you think the driver should handle? I mean, especially you guys have done this yesterday.
I mean, the main my main concern is turn 14. That corner is weird. Like, it's tricky. It's a tricky corner, but if you have dirty air, it's almost impossible to follow the car. Like, you have to be so careful not to spin on turn 14, because if you're following a car, it's almost like you have no traction out of the corner. It's just like it feels like you're on ice. Maybe it's only me or something, but I was having a lot of trouble into the corner. I spun there once, so yeah. But yeah, this is a really different track. By different, I mean like you really have to take into consideration your tire wear and fuel load on how you take each corner. So depending on that, at the end, if you have fresh tires and you have like really low fuel, you can literally hammer around sector 2 at almost like full speed. But at the start of the race, you can't go full free. You have to go gear down into sector 2 to have noticed. So yeah, it is a bit of a different track. Like you have to adjust your driving style according to fuel, according to tire situation, etc. You can't take one consistent line into the whole race. You have to change it as you drive compared to other tracks. You have to change it a lot more. So yeah.
Good insights from Electric there. And we see Montero coming around to start his first lap. Alphabot, why don't you walk us through this lap?
Yeah, so you're going to turn 1, you want to stay as left as possible, get onto the curb to open up the first turn, going smooth. You can't go too wide here because that won't set up a great exit and entry into turn 2. Montero did this perfectly, going a tad bit wider than I would go, but getting a good exit. And you want to use as much track here as possible, cut as much as possible of this curve, and you want to brake just when the curve starts here. And you want to get as smooth as possible. You don't want to touch the curb at any cost there because it'll really unsettle the car. You want to go as right as possible for this long left-hander. In Quali, you definitely want to lift a little bit to ensure you don't run wide. And now this corkscrew part of the track is really hard. You have to manage your throttle. Going too wide will invalidate. And now a run down into the quick left-right, and you want to clip the left curb. Montero just missed it, but it's still a decent run through it, and you want to keep as tight of a line here as possible with gaining a lot of speed. You don't want to get full throttle before you're completely straight out, otherwise you will spin. And now going down into this turn, you want to brake right as the curbing starts, and you want to take it smooth, go a little wide to get a good exit and good speed through the gaining good speed. You want to cut this if possible. Montero just missed it, but he kept it clean and a decent lap all around. 132.6.
Yes, I would say that's a decent banker lap.
We've eccentric. He's set a 30.4 in time trial, so we can be expecting easily into the low mid 131s at the worst.
Yes, that is a sign of things to come. Let's hope that, I'm pretty sure the times are going to tumble down in the coming few laps. It's definitely going to go down. I can already sense it. Looks like Eccentric has invalidated his lap. Okay, looks like he has to start over again, but this will be a test run for him. Ooh, Harry has binned it. Oh,
yeah,
the tricky fast left-hander definitely has caught him.
Too much steering lock there, and you are definitely gone. Can we please get some telemetry, ERS, DRS going? Yeah. So, and we see a low 132 from Blacksheep, already beating the pole time from yesterday, but we can just expect the tracks to tumble as track evolution happens. And Montero improving by 5/10ths, going on to 132.1, and that was in very quick succession. I think he went on.
I think Montero went on 2 successive push laps.
Yeah, that's not what you see very often, and even in that, improving by 5/10ths, that's not what you see very often. And Blacksheep has just lost traction there.
Well, that's actually SD.
Oh.
So SD seems to be having some problems here, but let's hope it's not too bad.
He was not able to get onto a lap, crashing just before the lap started. And can we ride on board Eccentric? I think he might be going on his push lap right now.
Yes, he is on his lap. But again, the point to notice is this is his second lap, so definitely the tires won't be that good.
I think even though it is his second lap, he has a 31 in the bag. So, yeah, we can expect some grace. 2/10ths up on the fastest Sector 1. That's something you don't see very often. And in time trial, Eccentric was matching esports times, so he's definitely the king of Sector 1.
Ooh, has a moment on the exit. Definitely spoils his lap over there, and it's actually invalidated. So it's back to the pits, recharge, and go at it again.
Reload and send it again. Anyone else on the lap? Is 8 still on the lap?
Aisel
Oh, and he
has
bins it.
Aisel has just finished his lap. He's put in a
What was that?
1:33.6.
Oh, sorry. Wait. Is he off pace? That's a second and a half back.
I think it might be his banker lap, so we might see some better lap times in
Yeah.
next attempts.
Is Moto getting ready for his lap? Is he on the lap?
I believe he is on his hot lap, yes.
Okay, yeah, sure, let's run on board with them. No, I think this is not his... That's... No, this is his outlap, I think. Is it?
That's not his hot lap. I mean, if it was his hot lap, you would see that in the screen, but... Oh, okay, that was sketchy.
And why isn't it showing up as his sector times? Like purple, yellow... It's kind of weird.
He's off, but...
Yeah, okay. We can expect a good time in the 31s for Koushik Tummala too. Oh yeah, I think this was his outlap actually. Is it? Because I can't tell honestly. And I think Eitzel is purposely slowed down on the lap because I think he wants to start on mediums. He just sent a soft banker lap. And Eccentric is confident with his pace, and I think he may be going out on the mediums right now.
Yes, he has put on his mediums.
Top 5 with mediums in Tier 1, that's pretty impressive if he can pull it off.
Well, Eccentric has the pace to do it, so you never know. Even the others will step up definitely, so it's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out. But yeah, all you can do is just wait and watch and see how these drivers fare.
As we see, Cuba Abi beating Montero out by 5 thousandths. In a practice lobby a few days ago, he set a blistering 31.4. We can expect more from Cuba.
Evil Dog rounds up the final corner. I think this is one of the first medium lap times, and he puts up a time of 1:35.0. Definitely can do better.
Is he gonna go for a second lap on the mediums?
Don't know, but yeah, even Oxygen also on his lap on the medium. Let's see where he can land up.
Oh, he set a 32.7 on softs. He's gonna try to beat that on the mediums. That's gonna be a task. Let's see if he can do it.
Got the final corner, goes across, and
And he does. That is really good for the mediums. Mediums,
Yes, he
1.3 seconds slower than the softs here. That's blistering pace.
definitely does. It is a good lap, so
Ooh, there's something happened in sector 2. There, I think it's now.
is it Streeter? Yes, it is Streeter. Oh, and Akash has gone provisional pole with a 1:31.7. We are into the 31s now.
Is that acid racing?
Who?
Wait, what? It showed on the top right, it showed anhydrous acid.
Well, that's just the telemetry picking out the numbers. The driver numbers haven't been updated, so
Oh,
I think
okay,
this is
okay.
that. The data is perfect, but the names are still not yet properly updated. That's the only thing. Is Kapil on his? Oh, he hasn't improved.
Yeah, Kapil is on. Oh yeah. Yeah.
RBFeralo, softs. Eccentric is on his Hotlap. Is there anyone else on the Hotlap? I still can't seem to figure it
I think
out.
RB is on his Hotlap. Is he? No, he's not. Harry definitely not going off track.
ST has invalidated, so he is not on his lap.
Evil Doc? Okay, never mind. He's slowing down.
Yeah, he's slowing down. I mean, he has done 2 laps on the medium, so
Yeah.
definitely I think he might peel into the pits after the end of this lap.
Yeah, he's out of fuel anyway, so yeah.
I don't know what's happening. I definitely expected more from Tier 1. Even though there's still 5 minutes remaining, I expected there to at least be a 31.5 by now.
I would
Well,
still
let's
say
not-
I would
yeah.
still say let's not come to any conclusions because
Yeah.
like you said, 5 minutes are remaining and the final run could provide some scintillating lap times with the track evolution at its peak.
Koushik hasn't put in a time yet. Eccentric hasn't put in a time yet. So yeah, we.
Yes,
we
even I'm
still don't know what's
surprised why
happening.
Koushik hasn't yet put in a banquet lap. He is mad quick. Man won
Is he
the
doing it?
Monza race in a dominating fashion. Just took the lead and never looked back. He'll
Is he
definitely
doing a
be looking to.
Maranello? Last to first challenge or setting it at the last minute. That's what Maranello usually does. Oh, okay, he's fun.
Sets
That
a personal
was-
best first and spins out.
We have enough time.
Eccentric is on his hot lap. Let's see how this one fares. Okay, PV first sector.
Yeah. Fifth gear, good.
That was not ideal. I think
Yeah.
he lifted through the left.
Definitely did
Yeah.
miss the Texas. But
Yeah,
Nice.
missing this apex too. I don't know. I think he's just not used to the quali on mediums, expecting too much grip.
Well, let's see what he does. Gear is wide open. Full throttle. I think he's. Yeah, I think he's.
find a corner, and where does the slap time put him up to? It puts him up to P7. Not a bad lap. And Blacksheep
Still a
has
lot to
retired.
do.
Has he crashed out?
Oh yeah, yeah, something happened.
Okay, I think he's definitely hit the wall somewhere. You can see the tire being left on the track. Oh
And-
man.
Koushik Tummala has invalidated this lap, I think, peeling back into the pits, and I think he's just realized that it is too late to go for a risky medium run, and I think he's probably going to put on the softs and go for one flyer at the end.
Yes, and even Kubarabi has also retired. Okay.
I
Already
think
we've
these
lost
boys-
2 fast drivers.
Did they use up all of their 3 soft sets and realize that they could not improve anymore?
I
Or-
don't think so. I don't think so.
I think Evil Doc is on a lap.
Oxygen has set PBs, but still he is not that close to pole time. He could maybe improve to, I think, maybe P4 or P5, I guess.
Yeah. No purple sector, surprising from Oxygen. I put my money on him. And surprisingly, Koushik Tummala has come back out on the mediums. That's pretty
Okay.
surprising.
Koushik seems to be very confident in his ability, and he is. Oh, wait, Oxygen has gone pole 131.5. Okay.
Was that times improving on the pole time? Or did he just put in a stonker of a final sector?
Oh, I'm still pretty confused on this one.